guys, I'm Evan Smith, a Springbok rugby player. You're watching Gareth Mason on Walking Tour with G-Man.
What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is Springbok rugby prediction time for predicting the first squad of 2019, which means the Rugby Championship game against Argentina, pretty much an average of the squad. Now I know Rassie has stated that he is going to mix and match the squads. Some may see it as a bad idea, some may see it as a brilliant idea. I personally think it's quite clever. We've got the Rugby World Cup, which is just months away. We have a chance to test out new blood, old blood, see which systems work, see how players adapt, see how they gel together, how they don't gel together, put them apart, put them on the bench. Who's your impact players? Who's your starting lineup? I think it's quite a smart move what Rassie's done. Rumour has it he has sent 15 players already to New Zealand to begin a training camp over there. I think that's a genius move. Get those guys there, prepped and ready to take on the mighty All Blacks, which we all know is one of the awesome, greatest rivalries in world rugby. Watching these two brilliant nations give it out and give it absolute horns. Last time these two met in New Zealand, South Africa came out victorious in an absolutely nail-biting game, which was so close. Now, we're starting off our campaign against Argentina. Then we head over to New Zealand, finish off with Australia. Sorry, I'm lying. We're starting with Australia, New Zealand, then we finish with Argentina. Now, Argentina are a dark horse. You can't write them off. I mean, look at the Super Rugby. They made it to the final. They are brilliant. Australia, always tough. Always give it a go with us. But it's still going to be a great game. Then New Zealand, I mean, favourites to win the championship once again. But anything's possible. It's World Cup year. We cannot write off these teams. They want to score tries. They want to win championships. And they want to put their names down in order to prove to the world who are contenders in winning the Rugby World Cup. So, a lot's on the line. International rugby is finally back in the Southern Hemisphere. Today, I'm going to predict the Springbok squad. Now, obviously, there's going to be a few predictions my side that you guys might not agree with. A lot you might agree with. So, I've made one change which will probably shock you, and that will be number 12. But here comes a clip of the squad that I have selected, and then after it, we'll briefly discuss who and why. Enjoy. So that's the squad that I've chosen. I will obviously get to the bench right now, but let's go over the starting lineup. Now, obviously, it's going to shock a few. I haven't gone with the Beast as starting lineup because I've gone with Steven Kitsoff instead. I wanted to go with young blood to test it out, especially during the championship. He has earned his position. He's done extremely well. He's becoming a leader. He's becoming a pure class prop, and I think could become a Springbok grade. Hence why I want to start him up, test him out. Beastie can come on as an impact player and surprise us with his incredible experience. Obviously, it's going to change during this championship and during the Rugby World Cup. But for me, I want to start with Kitsoff. I think he's brilliant. Malcolm Marx is a definite number 2. Francois Haber, number 3. Eben, number 4. Franco, obviously. Francois Lowe, obviously, with Mr. Sia Khaleesi being out injured. I've gone with Francois Lowe at 6. Marcel Coetzee is back in the Springbok lineup, in my opinion. I think he's done so well for Ulster and deserves a position. So there's a surprise number 1, I think, that you guys might see. Dwayne Vermeulen is my captain, and he is number 8. I think a lot of people will go that way. Faf de Klerk, number 9. Andre Pollard, 10. Apiwe Dianti, Frans Steyn, that's the second shock, which I think people might disagree with. But I want experience in my team. I want solid blokes in the team, and I want to test it out. So I'm going with Frans Steyn. Lucanio I think he's a brilliant player, one of South Africa's greats to be, and I think he's brilliant and deserves a position. Spoo Nkosi, obviously that's going to be a debate between him and Cheslin Colby. Cheslin is a great player, don't get me wrong, and I know one of the stars in France, but I think Spoo, I want to take him on and bring in Cheslin as an impact player. I think he's absolutely outstanding. And then number 15, no-brainer, Mr. Willie Leroux. So pretty much a standard side. I think your biggest shocks with my squad would be Kutsia and Steyn. But overall, I think I've got a solid squad within the squad. Now the bench. I've got Beast, number 16. 17, Bongi Umbanambi. 18, Archie Snyman. 19, Peter Steph de Toy. 20, Kobus Reinach, as mentioned before. I'm going to lead with Faf and Reinach as my two head scrum-offs. Number 20, Warren Gallant. I think this guy is a great player and will come on probably as fullback, and I'll move Willie Leroux to fly off. And Andre Pollard can go into the centre position just to test things out a bit or play it differently. It can go either way, but I want to see Gallant in. Jesse Creel is going to be around, of course. He's a fantastic player. And then number 23 is Cheslin Colby. So a very different Springbok squad that I thought I'd go with just to spice things up in this first tournament. Obviously, Rassie's going to select something totally different that we might agree with, might disagree with. But that's the beauty of this type of tournament, is we just don't know what's happening. So for me, that's who I'm going for in the Springbok lineup. I think I've got a solid squad. Obviously, a few surprises here and there. And of course, Rassie sent 15 players over so long. So obviously, maybe half this team that I've selected won't even be there. But for me, going all over, this is the average side that I want to predict for the championship going forward. Changes are going to happen, of course. But this is where I will like to see South African rugby going on towards as we approach the Rugby World Cup. Obviously, changes to be made. There are still injuries. Siya Kolisi will still be first choice captain for me. And obviously, I'll go predict a World Cup squad as we get closer to that. But for now, this is the squad that I would like to see go forward in the Rugby Championship. Again, it's going to be an epic tournament. So much excitement to look forward to. I think it's going to be absolutely intense and tight, filled with so much excitement. And I think it's going to be a tournament to remember. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Who would you have rather gone with? Who would you replace? I'll be curious to see, especially with my choices of Marcel Coetzee and Frans Steyn. Let me know your thoughts. Always interested to read those comments. That's going to do it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you soon for another video. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.
Make sure you subscribe to his channel for all rugby content. Stay safe and never give up.